Hello everyone, welcome back to our video. It's me, Ryan Tazantira. As you can tell from the title, it's one of two things I have not decided yet. It's either that I'm doing this Hypixel disaster thing, like Natural Disaster Survival in Roblox, or it's that I'm talking about my spoiler-included review of the Minecraft movie. While I do this, because I need something else in this. What the fuck? Bruh. The Purge, you can hit people. Great. Just great. Because of that, I'm just gonna sit back here and hide. This actually would be a really good hiding spot. So, with this video will have spoilers for the Minecraft movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It blew my expectations. It was amazing. It did feel a bit rushed though. So, as in, like, they really squeezed in everything that they needed. Oh gosh, I'm lucky I'm not so there. Well, there's a storm now. So, basically, the basic thing of the movie, we have Jack Black is a child of mines, yada yada, and his character, Steve, really wants to be creative and mind. So then he finds the Orb of Dominance, which is a cube, and the Earth Crystal, which is a box without a lid. Puts the two together. And then gets transported to the world of Minecraft. Then, okay, I died. Okay, continued. So he builds entire village, entire city, and stuff like that. He obtains a dog that's now named Dennis, regular wolf, and eventually finds a nether and lights it with concealed nether, stuff like that. Finds, I forget her name, but it's the main one of the movie, and she at one point in the movie, a backstory thing, dances as a regular piglin to Pigstep, that music disc. And it was really good dancing, but the rest of the piglins hated her for it. So now she has no creativity in the world at all. Nothing. Outright. At all. Never. So she plans to go to the overworld, destroy everything and get gold and become rich, because piglins are just obsessed with gold. Like how lots of humans are obsessed with getting money. And then, so they imprison Steve, try to use the Orb of Dominance so that they can go into the overworld without zombifying. And they continue along there. But Steve has his dog Dennis escape and brings the crystal and such to the overworld, and then through the Aether-esque portal to our world and hides underneath his waterbed. So Jason Momoa's character, Garrett, or as called in the movie, Gargar, which is a very, very funny inside joke from me and Static YT, where basically Sleepover, he accidentally called Gengar as Gargar, and he had the McDonald's Happy Meal for a Minecraft movie as dinner, and I showed him on Pokemon Go my Dynamaxable Gengar that I nicknamed Gargar right before the movie, which was hilarious. Oh, that's a tornado. So that just an amazing inside joke. Continuing on though, there was Henry and what was her name? I forget her name. I saw the movie yesterday, alright? And so they are brother and sister, and she is older, and their mother has died somehow, so she's now working at a potato chip factory. He's going to school in there. This is a weird part. He builds a working jetpack in art class in one block of the day. It's like high school, one block, one series thing, whatever. Like 1.5 hours. Siri, shut up. I don't know why Siri tried to talk to me. Yeah, that happened, and the jetpack flew into the potato chip factory's mascot thing on the top. She figured out later, and he had almost got expelled, so the principal was like, call your guardian. I just fell off the map. I'm so stupid. And then, after that, he would since he just visited the game store for Gargar, which I would call him. Henry is this character's name who made the jetpack, and Gargar got, although Steve's stuff was put into like a Storage Wars kind of thing where Gargar bought it thinking there was some sort of multi-$1,000 really old video game thing in it, but it was just an empty box with like a slinky in it and other junk. But it also had what is it called? I'll just watch this person's view. It also had the Orb of Dominance in it and such. And so he just put it on sale in the store that he, early in the movie, got evicted from, which I don't know. That means he has to leave the store, sell it, whatever. He's no longer legally allowed to work there. He has a few days to pack up his stuff and go. Alright. Oh, it's game over. And that, so, Henry, the kid that flew the jetpack, offered to Gargar on the phone for Gargar to pretend to be his uncle, so that he would then not have to tell his sister that he almost lost her job. Which I don't think happens, thankfully, for their case, since they are struggling as well. So he will eventually... I picked up a hard hat power-up, what? There! Alright. Sorry about that. They will defense over dominance with a note in it, and it says, whatever you do, do not put the orb and crystal together. So they do it. Because on the other side of the note, it says that whoever waits on the other side of this portal will have great wealth. And Gargar really wants money. He's the average human being nowadays. Probably shouldn't be right here, actually. So yeah, that all happens, and the orb has like a pull thing that pulls it towards the portal, which is in the cave. And they will eventually go ahead and go through it. After being pulled in, then the other three go through. And since the people can sense realize that the orb is back in the overworld, they drink some sort of potion so that they cannot, or they don't zombify while and I'm dying. Boom! I am dying twice. I have water right here. Sorry about that. They will continue to do all that stuff and eventually comes night extremely quickly. Okay. So they continue to do that stuff and eventually find Steve while in the overworld, and he has been sent by the evil piglin lady to get the orb and bring it to her, since when Dennis the dog left, he dropped his collar, so the piglins pretended that they had Dennis in jail and used Dennis's collar to threaten Steve. But Dennis had gone and was now just in the overworld, in our world. He was just in our world. It was just a Minecraft world. It was really realistic in our world, running around and such. That also understood English. Show me that. So Steve finds them without telling them why he wants it. But so while that happens, they just want to get back home. But Gargar, trying to be cool and failing at it like he does a lot in the movie, breaks the Earth Crystal, so they have to go to the Woodland Mansion to get a new one. So, also, the Vindicators looked so ugly. That was probably my least favorite part of the movie, how ugly they looked. It almost looks like I'm not even playing the game based on how it's just moving around, but I am actually playing currently. Alright, now I have to be inside. Great. I hate the staircase! Why? You have to go you can't just go boom, boom, you have to go boom, and then there. Sorry, sidetracked. So, they get split up, the boys and the girls. This is a hilarious part. Steve and Gargar Steve only grabbed 2 elytras, Henry is using 1, and Gargar is using the other, but since Steve doesn't have one, he jumps onto Gargar's back while he's flying, and said one of the weirdest lines in the entire movie. Jack Black said to Jason Momoa, while sitting on his back, holding his hair like Ratatouille, and pretty much guiding where he flew, Jack Black said, "Let my hips guide you." That is a complete quote. The entire theater erupted in laughter. Why is there a wizard? Okay. So they have to squeeze through a tiny hole because piglins and ghasts, yada yada yada. They eventually get to the Woodland Mansion and have to steal the Orb of Garments. So Steve and Gargar perform music for the Vindicators and Evokers. And they eventually get bored of it and take them to the arena. And they're a distraction for Henry to get the Earth Crystal. to interrupt you. One thing. Every single time one of the popular online quotes from the trailers was said in the movie, the entire theater said it with Steve. It was hilarious. Like when he did the water bucket release, or the nether, flint steel, stuff like that. The entire crowd said it. And there's one more one-liner quote that wasn't in the trailers that should have been. Slime block, bounce! So that's my favorite quote from the movie, just because it was the only one not in the trailers. And it was one of those trying to be epic quotes from Jack Black. So you continue on watching the movie, and based on where you are now, Gargar sacrifices himself for Steve and for Henry. And Gargar's dead now. So they both get saved by the other two ladies who are actually very rarely seen in this movie. It was weird how little they were shown. So they continue on there, and eventually go to... oh gosh. They build a mushroom house, which they revive the other two in, while evil Piglin Lady gets access to the Orb of Dominance, and brings all the piglins to the overworld for a big final fight, where the biggest part of the movie was said. Steve said on the mushroom house from the beginning, we have to mine, and we have to craft. We have to Minecraft. And the entire theater applauded for him. Because he said the title of the video game in a way that actually made sense. So, like, welcome to the world of Minecraft. It was just like nonchalant, him just making up words, because Jack Black likes to do that in movies. Or Jack Black's characters like to do that in movies and series. Don't know why, but they do. So, as well as when making an Iron Golem army, they they summon a bunch of Iron Golems, and one of them, they run out of pumpkins for the last one, and Henry accidentally puts in Boots of Swiftness, which are from Minecraft Dungeons, I believe, if you've played the game, and uses those by accident on it, and makes a swift, like an incredibly swift, able to fly Iron Golem thing that is much bigger than the rest. Fight and crawl up top, but then this big thing, this big piglin thing with an arm cannon shoots it and knocks Henry back there. And then Gargar is alive and flies through him on the cast. Definitely not on the cast. I also finds out that to make them shoot fireballs, you have to poke at their tentacles with a spear. And he asks how you figured that out. How am I not dead? Gargar says, don't ask me how. I figured out how that works. Eventually they win, and even Piglin tells her, no wait, don't leave, let's get closer, something to tell you. Steve says, you sure you're not gonna try and stab me with a little knife? She says no. I'm too weak. Then she tries it, and he just slaps the knife away. She tries again, he slaps the knife away. She tries the third time, and the movie clearly shows her picking the same knife back up. For the third try, but he just leaves her there to die. And to zombify. That sounds like it could actually be a quite cool song. Leaves her there to die and zombify. So yeah, they win, and they are. So the other four leave Minecraft area. Steve stays, but then decides to go, and Dennis the Wolf comes with them. And then Jack Black and Jason Momoa do a song, like how there was cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time in Kung Fu Panda 4. It was something like that, but an entirely new song, which I'm wondering if Jack Black or Tenacious D will release on their Spotify or whatever, stuff like that. As well as there was a mid-credits scene and an after-credits scene. In the mid-credits, a villager gets into the overworld, and Lady from the trailer hits him with her car. And since she got divorced, was trying to flirt with Gargar just because she wanted someone else to be married to. But he just leaves her. And she's also the principal of community school. And then, the craziest part in the movie happens. The villager speaks English. Voiced by Matt Berry, I'm pretty sure. That's how I searched that to find villager voiced by Matt Berry. And then also, and this is all in one day, the lady learns villager language. It sounded so weird, especially since they're a bunch of teenagers that know weird stuff, since that's today's day and age. So it sounded weird. Oh no, not that. Some water, like cold water, maybe. Okay. And then me and Santa Claus left for this bit, and apparently they're planning for a number 2 with Alex. That was close. Since we watched this on YouTube afterwards while going back to our houses. Okay, I actually won that. Good, that's good. But yeah, Alex is shown. Steve goes back to the Minecraft world. I was like, hey, I used to live here. And then the redhead lady introduces herself as Alex. And that's it. So they want to do a number 2 if it's about box office as well. And it's already made over $100 million in just the US alone. That's probably USD, since that's just how it is. How much is that? How much is that in Canadian? I have no clue. Because I'm Canadian. Yeah. Yeah, it blew my expectations away. It was so much better than I expected. I'm being honest with that. I'm not paid to say this. I'm not that big yet. I mean on YouTube. Holy! It was a really good movie. Oh no, I'm on fire. I'm on fire again! How? Where? Yeah, such a good movie. They should have made like if they made like a 2.5-hour movie, it would have probably been the best movie of the century. Like better than Avengers Endgame money-wise, all that stuff. It was amazing. Like how they had a lady speak villager and a villager speak English in just a day of learning languages. Oh yeah, and then she was feeding him human blood, and right before it cuts back to continuing to roll the credits, it shows her head having hearts pop up. Villagers just she and the villager. So they made a villager human hybrid in a way that actually wasn't weird. Because they were eating food and that's how villagers breed. So they went that route, thankfully. Otherwise, this movie would have been all possibly Index. Which would have been incredibly bad. Yeah, really good movie, blew my expectations away. Go see it if you can. It's worth it. We also saw so go see the movie, it was amazing. So much better than I expected. Some of the humor was a bit one part where we weren't expecting a joke, I will say the joke, when she and the villager are having dinner. This was like a first date before they getting married and stuff. And have the kid. Yeah. It sounds so weird for me to be saying this. Sorry. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the joke. The waitress. Oh yeah, later earlier in the movie, the waitress was the current owner of Minecraft. Was just a waiter. And I believe me and Static saw JTDM at a bidding war where Jason Momoa was at, trying to bid for that other thing. Just a flying thing of fire. Nice. And the waitress, it wasn't Jens, asked, "Are you finished?" And she just says, out of the blue, about the villager, "No, I think he's Swedish." Thinking that the waitress said, "Is he Finnish?" It was like Finland. That's Finnish. Yeah, a really good movie. I'll finish this one last round of disasters, whether I win or die. If I die, a video will end. If I win, the video will end. This is mostly just a video to talk about it, since I love the movie, same as Static. That hit right behind me. I'm gonna stay in here, actually. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, it was a great experience as well, being in that first showing. It was Kamloops Cineplex, 3D room long, 7 o'clock, I believe. I'm saying something low. I'm not going to say our seats, just in case. See, it was a great movie. We loved it. I really hope to make a second one where they fight the Ender Dragon. Since seeing the Ender Dragon, like, in all that glory, what is going on with this chest? Would just be so cool. It would be so insane to see it like that. It would look so cool. It's like with the glowing purple eyes. Oh no, there's a one. Why right above me? Why is it firing me? see it if you can. The only streaming service that is confirmed that it will go on to so far is called Max. That's because it's a Warner Brothers film. No clue what Max, no clue that that thing existed until now. Will it be on Netflix? I don't know. Will it be on Disney Plus? Will it be on Crave? I hope it's on one of those three, since those are the three we have. Two of them are from family friends, that's how we own them, or can use them. We only purchased Netflix for ourselves. So hopefully it's on one of those three so we can see it again. Such a good movie. The movie was amazing. The graphics were insanely good. I don't really know what else to say except make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Ow! I've asked a Looney Legacy YouTuber to do a collaboration. You know who they are. They're a small-ish one. They have 400 around subscribers. And it will be a challenge video. If you've seen PM7 or MJTV, you will know how the video would be like. Or it's basically the wheel of names spinning with all loonies possible to be captured. And you try to, and whoever catches theirs first wins. And for the weather one specifically, if it is whatever weather it is at the current time, then that's when you gotta catch. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.